Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Fxtch here, back with a brand new YouTube video. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys, or not even telling you guys, showing you guys the best performance mode settings in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 6. Now, of course, we're going to get straight into this. I'm trying to make my intros a lot shorter now. But before we do so, if you guys go ahead to enjoy this video, any way, shape, or form, all I ask from you guys is that you drop a like at the very least. It literally takes 2 seconds. Really does support the channel, probably more than you think. And it helps push out the video to more people. It really does go a long way. And I never really set like goals. Let's set a like goal on today's video. I don't want to be unrealistic here. Let's do 1,500 likes. I really do think we can smash that. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It's another thing that really supports the channel, probably more than anything in this world. And you don't even have to stay subscribed forever. You could literally just give me the chance. And if you no longer enjoy my content down the line, you can unsubscribe. I'm happy with that. Okay, so getting straight into this, over in my settings, let's scroll down right here. We've got advanced graphics. So in the video settings tab, all the way down to advanced graphics. These right here are my performance mode settings. Now, of course, rendering mode is on performance. And if I scroll up a little bit, actually, it is in this tab right here, the graphics quality. My meshes are set to high. Now, this is actually something I only learned yesterday. I'm sure a lot of you guys do know this, but I am getting a ton of comments on my videos, actually, of you guys wondering why this is a thing. But unfortunately, Fortnite have changed high meshes, whereas high meshes used to be bubble wrap builds. So you put this on, you'd get bubble wrap builds. For whatever reason, that is no longer a thing. Bubble wrap builds are just not in Fortnite. At least in my knowledge, there's no way to get them. I haven't seen any videos on it. Bubble wrap builds are gone from Fortnite. I'm not sure why. I don't think Fortnite even spoke about this. There's nothing on this and they're just gone. We no longer have them. So high meshes on performance mode, you are still getting somewhat of an FPS increase, even though your builds are looking normal, because other things are changing in the game still. And this rendering mode is generally lighter on your system. So in that sense, your CPU and GPU is just, or your entire system, it's just working, I guess, more effortlessly in a sense, or at least that's only in like parallel to the actual game, because the game is not having to render as much, or like some things are still changing. Okay, so just because your builds like are not bubble wrap, that wasn't the only thing that was affected. They are not the only textures that were affected when using performance mode. So yeah, you're still gonna get an FPS increase. That's all I'm getting at here. I'm kind of going off the tracks a bit, but just know performance mode, even if you have high meshes, you're still going to get somewhat of an FPS increase. It just isn't going to be as predominant as it previously was, and that is why actually a lot of people are now going back to DX11, because with DX11 you can actually enable this right here, which is allow multi-thread rendering. As you can see, with performance mode, it says setting disabled. When performance is selected, it's automatically disabled, and multi-thread rendering is a huge thing for FPS. Now, if you guys have more than 4 cores, 4 actual cores, I'm not talking about logical cores, I'm not talking about logical processors. If your CPU, your processor has 4 or more cores, for the most part, you are recommended to be using this, have it turned on. It's just a general rule. So yeah, what a lot of people are doing now they don't have the bubble wrap builds, they're not actually benefiting as much FPS wise. What they're doing is going back to DX11, which a lot of people were originally on before performance mode dropped. They then of course have multi-thread rendering on because you can use it on DirectX 11, and they're reaping that benefit because multi-thread rendering improves frames. So I guess it's really just down to you guys to try. Right now I'm kind of just on this with high meshes because it's working, but I'm probably going to go back myself to DX11 with multi-thread rendering on and just see how it works for this season. But I can't really give you an accurate measure on that, or I guess opinion, but I know a lot of pros are doing that. And also DX12 is still unstable. Just for the record, I wouldn't recommend DX12. I still just wouldn't recommend it. So yeah, that's just my opinion. I literally have a 30 series graphics card, an RTX 3070. I also have that paired with an i9-10900K, a really beefy PC, and I actually still don't use DX12. It isn't good in my opinion, but it's not even my opinion, it's just my system. That's how my system works. You just have to try it, guys, literally. But I guess all this video really is, it's me just clarifying that, yeah, performance mode, bubble wrap builds are gone. If you want to get mobile builds, yes, you can still get them. Literally right here, your meshes, change that to low. Low is still considered mobile build, just high is no longer bubble wrap. Literally, that's it. And also, while I'm here, I'm actually just going to show you guys my game config, because I know that's a huge part to your like actual rendering mode and what your settings is on. Because if you guys change them in your settings right there and you have read only take on your game config, you can't actually make changes to your game config. Then changes are not going to apply. So if I do percent local app data percent, go to my game config here, local and Fortnite game saved, config, Windows client game user settings. I'm just going to open this. I don't have to change anything. But first of all, to highlight the things in here, we got user rendering API set to 2. That is considered performance mode. So yeah, just make sure this is set to 2. And if I scroll all the way down to the bottom here, what we have is you will find mesh quality. So number 1 is considered high meshes. So what would usually be bubble wrap builds, but is now just normal builds. That's number 1. And 0. So I'm just setting this to 0. I'm very certain that is low. So that is the mobile builds. And also I would recommend you do copy these. I'm really not too sure what they do. I just know these are the best settings to use, or like the best values, I guess, to have. So false, false, and then true. And yeah, that's all I'd recommend you change. your game config. That is to at least have the settings I'm using, which work really good with my PC. I'm not really having performance issues this season. This is, I guess, the best. And also, I made a game config video, a game user settings video, literally yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. Just go on my channel, look for it. I just recently made a video going through everything I've optimized right here in my game user settings. So yeah, you should definitely check that out because that will help. And it's probably easier just to watch that and just get my game user settings like directly rather than just doing this right here, because by doing that, you'll get these anyway. But yeah, guys, with that being said, there really isn't much more I want to talk about in this video. I don't want to drag this out any longer, but that does it for this video. I guess if I get any more performance mode updates, I'm going to give you guys them if I can find a way to get bubble wrap builds back, which like I'm 99.9% certain that it's like impossible right now. But yeah, if it comes back, just know if you're subscribed, you have notifications on, you'll hear it here first. And yeah, there's nothing more to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like if you did, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope everyone has an amazing day. It's been your boy Fxtch, and yeah, peace.